So these next tasks are asking us to create hyperlinks from the two images that we have added in. So the first is to create a hyperlink from the image Masai and link it to the webpage Kenya and hyperlink it. So I'm going to right click on this and I'm going to click make link. I'm going to find it in my folder and it was to link it to this webpage called Kenya. I press OK. That's now done. You can equally go into your code view and see that the link has been added in. So we can see the A anchor has given us that link. The next one here says create a hyperlink from the Serengeti image to open the webpage Tanzania in the browser window that is currently in use. So in order to do that, we apply it in the same way, but we're just going to edit the code just a little bit. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to type the code in so you can see it. So I'm going to click on the Serengeti, I'm going to go to code, and what I'm going to do just before the image, I'm going to add in a line of code, ahref, going to equals, add my quotation marks, and I'm going to type in the file name. So it's that one. There we go. And then similar to something that we had earlier on. So this time it's target and the quotation marks. It's underscore self. So that means it will open within this window. I'm going to close this tag here. And all I need to do is just make sure at the end of this bit of code, just before the end of the column, I'm just going to open a crocodile, put my closing anchor tag, and that's created it there for us. The next task after that is to save it, make sure it can be displayed properly. So where the last thing we do is we're going to make sure this is saved. So I'm going to right click save. And the last thing, last thing, we can just have a look here. Looks decent. I just need to make sure I've got those percentages in. Haven't forgotten about that from the beginning. So it's all of this. So I'm just going to throw this onto my other screen so I can go in, and I'm going to just make sure that's edited. So I'm going to go into my code view. The one that has the banner, okay, the width needs to be set to 70%. Okay, if I go in here, you can actually play around with the width and so forth of the rows and stuff, and you can play around with the sizing of your images and stuff, and you can play around with it like that. But if I go in here, I can go in and I can adjust that, and I can put in a little bit of code that will allow me to set the width of the columns and so forth. So for this first one where it's got the banner in this line here, okay, it's our style width, and then colon 70% and semicolon. And I just need to make sure again that these are within the quotations. I should have done that first, to be honest, so apologies. And the quotation is at the other side of the code. So you just go in and do that for each of them based on that document.